Great, thank you very much. So to discuss what we've done, I will be giving a little bit of Canadian context. I'm the fellow Canadian in the presentation today, so I'll just put in a bit more context there, talk about my institution, and I'll show you a demo of some of the customizations that we've done, and then the outreach and promotion that we've done around that. So in the Canadian landscape, we're slightly more heterogeneous than here, than some in the UK. We have 3 funding agencies in social sciences, health, etc. And in 2015, they introduced a harmonized policy. So that policy essentially states that any funding granted after May 2015, research articles that come out that must be made available within 12 months of publication. So that 12 months of publication, as you can imagine, supports both the green and gold open access. So there isn't a gold mandate. So we really saw this as an opportunity to do some work around our institutional repository to kind of bring it up to a higher level. So at the University of Ottawa, we are a bilingual university, which is great. We do French and English, but it also means that we do all of our work twice. So that can be a challenge. But we are a large-ish medical doctoral university with about 1,200 faculty and about 3,000 academic staff, which is affiliated researchers, visiting professors, adjuncts, etc. They received collectively approximately $80 million in funding from the tri-agencies in the year sort of that the policy was introduced. And approximately a third of those sort of researchers would have received funding, so are subject to the policy. Now to support those in our sort of scholarly communication OA landscape, we have myself, we have an emerging technologies librarian who devotes partial time to our institutional repository, and then we have approximately 25 outreach subject liaison librarians that we can rely on for faculty outreach. UO Research is our institutional repository. We are running DSpace JSPUI 4.3. Some of the things that we've done to make the sort of self-deposit a little bit easier include a DOI import, Sherpa Romeo lookup, single sign-on, and then sort of we've reverted to a pre-free feature, which is the embargo after upload. So we really try to focus on making the deposit process as easy as possible for researchers, because given our staffing levels, we can't offer immediate deposit service. As much as I would love to, at this time we can't. If we are able to in the future, this work isn't wasted because it makes it easier for the people who are going to be doing that immediate deposit to actually be able to accomplish their work. So I will, rather than tell you, show you. So there you go, is the single sign-on. They don't need to re-register, which is great. You will see here the DOI lookup. So we've implemented this, which essentially goes to fetch the DOI, the publication details from Crossref. So that sort of brings in whatever you can find in Crossref, and then deposit sort of continues on as you would normally see it, selecting the collection. But what that does, it prevents you from having to rekey all of that information. So that's a lot of information that you can just automatically ingest. It also brings in the ISSN, which automatically looks up your Sherpa Romeo permissions. So that was something that we didn't have before. We had the ISSN lookup, we had the Sherpa Romeo lookup, but people weren't using it. And then you can apply your embargo after you checked your publisher policies. So in the sense that it made no sense to have them apply an embargo kind of before they uploaded their file and kind of knew what their Sherpa Romeo policies were. And then the rest of the thing is just as you would normally see it in any other out-of-the-box solution. That's great, but how do we promote the value? Some of you may recognize this as the out-of-the-box statistics. We've done a little bit of customization to make it a little bit prettier, and also we've integrated all the metrics. So you can not only see the file views and downloads, but you can see the geographic breakdown of each of those as well. So what have we done to promote it? In spring 2015, when the policy was introduced, we saw all of our faculties who were going to be affected by the policy to inform them that it was coming, so kind of laying the groundwork. A year on, we've done a lot more promotion through our liaison librarians. So I'm one person, I also have other responsibilities, so I rely a lot on our liaisons to sort of know how the deposit process works so they can help their faculty if needed. They've built the relationships, it makes sense for them to continue those. To aid them in that, we've been in contact with our research office to see exactly who is funded by the trade agency and therefore subject to the policy, giving them the option if they so choose to kind of reach out more directly to an individual faculty member. And we've also done some new pamphlets, kind of printed them up. The last ones were from 2008, so they were looking a bit dated. And we've also included the information about the tri-agency policy on our promotional material. So what have we seen? Before the policy, we had about 21% of the material in our repository was non-thesis. We have mandatory thesis deposit policy. What have we seen since? In the year is we've had approximately 1,600 non-thesis deposits. Now, we've integrated with SWORD for BNC articles, so that accounts for about 800 of those. But still, that's 800 articles that people are voluntarily depositing into our institutional repository, which is 26% is now non-thesis material, and that's actually an increase from the year before. So we have seen more deposits in the last year than we have previously. Now, the fact that it's for grants awarded after May 2015, we expect these numbers to go up because obviously the research isn't done and the articles aren't written yet. So we hope that we'll see those numbers increase. Links, questions, etc. My contact information will be found on our website, and if anyone's interested, that's the code for our customization for our stats module. Thank you.